Hey there, dog lovers. Let's talk about America's sweetheart of the canine world, the Labrador Retriever. These furry bundles of joy have stolen our hearts. They've been the most popular dog breed in the United States for years. And let me tell you, it's not hard to see why. Labs are like that friend who's always happy to see you. They're the ones who never forget your birthday, and they're always up for a good time, whether it's a walk in the park or a cuddle on the couch. These dogs are more than just pets. They're family members with fur coats. Labs have this amazing ability to fit into any family. They're great with kids, adults, and even other pets. It's like they were born knowing how to get along with everyone. And let's not forget their adorable faces. Those big, soulful eyes and floppy ears are enough to melt anyone's heart. It's no wonder so many of us can't resist bringing a lab into our homes. But Labradors aren't just about looks and charm. These dogs are smart cookies too. They excel in all sorts of jobs. From guide dogs for the blind to search and rescue heroes, Labs do it all. They're even great at sniffing out things like drugs and explosives. It's like they have superpowers, but instead of a cape, they wear a fur coat. And the best part? They do it all with a wagging tail and a happy heart. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ellen, you're making these dogs sound too good to be true. But trust me, I'm not exaggerating. Labradors really are that amazing. They're loyal, loving, and always ready for an adventure. Whether you're looking for a jogging buddy or a Netflix binge partner, a lab is up for the job. They're the whole package: brains, beauty, and a big heart. No wonder they've captured the hearts of dog lovers everywhere. All right, folks, listen up. If you're not already part of the Labrador fan club, it's time to join. These dogs are too wonderful to miss out on. So, here's what I want you to do. Go out and meet a Labrador. Seriously, find a friend with a lab or visit a local shelter. Spend some time with these furry bundles of joy. I guarantee you'll fall in love faster than you can say fetch. But don't stop there. If you're thinking about getting a dog, put a lab at the top of your list. They're great for first-time dog owners and experienced pet parents alike. And if you already have a lab, give them an extra hug today. They deserve it for being so awesome. Share your lab love with the world. Post pictures of your furry friend on social media. Use the hashtag Labrador Love. Let's spread the joy these amazing dogs bring to our lives. Now, I know some of you might be hesitating. Maybe you're worried about the responsibility of owning a dog, or maybe you're not sure if a lab is right for you. That's okay. That's why we're here. We're going to dive deep into everything Labrador. By the end of this, you'll be a lab expert. You'll know all about their history, their needs, and what makes them so special. And who knows? You might just find yourself falling head over heels for these lovable goofballs. Remember, loving a lab isn't just about having a pet. It's about gaining a loyal friend, a family member, and a constant source of joy and laughter. So, are you ready to join the Lab Love movement? Are you ready to open your heart to one of the most amazing dog breeds out there? Let's do this. Let's celebrate the wonderful world of Labrador Retrievers together. Trust me, you won't regret it. Let's take a little trip back in time, shall we? The story of the Labrador Retriever is as fascinating as the breed itself. It all started in Newfoundland, Canada, back in the 1500s. Can you believe these lovable goofballs have been around for that long? Back then, they weren't the family pets we know today. Nope. They were working dogs, helping fishermen haul in nets and catch fish that escaped from the lines. Talk about a fishtail. These early labs were known as St. John's water dogs. They were smaller than today's labs, with a thick, water-resistant coat. This made them perfect for diving into icy Canadian waters. They were brave, hardworking, and always eager to please. Sound familiar? Yep, some things never change. These traits made them invaluable to the fishermen of Newfoundland. They were like the employee of the month, every month. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In the early 1800s, English nobles visiting Canada fell in love with these dogs. Can you blame them? They saw how skilled and loyal these dogs were and thought, hey, these would make great hunting companions. So, they brought some back to England, and that's where the breed as we know it today really took shape. They were bred to be gun dogs, retrieving game for hunters, hence the name Retriever. Clever, right? The Kennel Club in England recognized the Labrador Retriever as a distinct breed in 1903. That's when things really took off for our furry friends. They started becoming popular as family pets, not just working dogs. And boy, did their popularity skyrocket. They made their way back to North America, where they quickly became one of the most beloved breeds. From fishing buddies to hunting companions to family friends, Labs have come a long way. But one thing has remained constant: their loving, loyal nature. And that's why we can't get enough of them. All right, let's talk about what makes a Labrador a Labrador. First things first, these dogs are not small. They're medium to large-sized, with males weighing 65 to 80 pounds and females 55 to 70 pounds. That's a lot of dog to love. They stand about 21.5 to 24.5 inches tall at the shoulder. So, if you're looking for a lap dog, you might want to reconsider. Unless, of course, you don't mind having your lap completely covered by a furry friend. Now, let's talk about that gorgeous coat. Labs have a short, dense double coat that's water-resistant. It's like they're wearing a built-in wetsuit. This coat comes in 3 colors: black, yellow, and chocolate. And let me tell you, they're all equally adorable. The yellow can range from a light cream to a rich gold, while the chocolate can be light to dark brown. Black Labs are, well, black. But in the sunlight, you might see a hint of brown or red. It's like they have hidden highlights. One of the most distinctive features of a lab is their head. They have a broad skull and a well-defined stop. That's the part where the muzzle meets the forehead. Their eyes are kind and expressive, usually brown or hazel. And those ears, they're floppy and set slightly above eye level, framing their face perfectly. It's like they were designed to make the most adorable puppy dog eyes ever. Resistance is futile. Let's not forget about that tail. Labs have what's called an otter tail. It's thick at the base and tapers to the tip. When they're swimming, they use it like a rudder. On land, it's more like a happiness meter. The faster it wags, the happier they are. And trust me, a lab's tail is usually wagging pretty fast. They also have webbed toes, another nod to their water-loving heritage. It's like they're wearing built-in flippers. All these features come together to create a dog that's not just beautiful, but also perfectly suited for both land and water adventures. No wonder we find them so irresistible. Section 5. Heart of Gold, the Labrador's Temperament. Now, let's talk about what really makes a Labrador special: their personality. If dogs had yearbook superlatives, Labs would definitely win friendliest. These dogs are the social butterflies of the canine world. They never met a stranger they didn't like. In fact, they probably think everyone is their best friend. It's like they wake up every morning and decide, today, I'm going to make everyone smile. And you know what? They usually succeed. Labs are known for their gentle nature and patience. This makes them fantastic family dogs. They're great with kids, other pets, and even the mailman. They have this amazing ability to adapt their energy level to the situation. Playing with the kids? They're all in, ready for fun and games. Cuddling with grandma? They'll be the gentlest, most soothing presence you can imagine. It's like they have a built-in mood reader. They just know what you need and how to provide it. But don't let their gentle nature fool you. Labs are also energetic and playful. They love to run, swim, play fetch, and basically do anything that involves being active with their humans. They're always up for an adventure. Whether it's a hike in the woods or a swim in the lake, your lab will be right there with you, tail wagging and ready to go. It's like having a perpetual toddler, always excited, always curious, and always ready to play. One of the most endearing traits of Labradors is their desire to please. They live to make their humans happy. This makes them incredibly easy to train. They're eager learners and will work hard to understand what you want from them. It's like they're constantly asking, "How can I help? What can I do to make you smile?" This combination of intelligence and eagerness to please is why Labs excel in so many roles, from family pet to service dog. They're not just good dogs. They're great dogs with hearts of gold, and that's why we can't help but fall in love with them. Section 6. Training your lab. A fun and rewarding experience. All right, let's talk about training your Labrador. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Training? Ugh, that sounds like work. But hold on to your leashes, folks, because training a lab is actually a blast. These dogs are like furry sponges, soaking up knowledge and always eager to learn. It's like they wake up every morning thinking, "What new trick can I learn today?" Their enthusiasm is infectious. You'll find yourself looking forward to training sessions. One of the best things about training a lab is their food motivation. These dogs love to eat. Seriously, they'd probably try to eat the moon if they could reach it. This makes treat-based training super effective. You can use their favorite snacks as rewards, and they'll be more than happy to work for them. It's like having an employee who's always excited about payday, even if that payday is just a small biscuit. Now, let's talk about consistency. This is key when training any dog, but especially with labs. They thrive on routine and clear expectations. Set rules and stick to them. If jumping on the couch is a no-no, make sure everyone in the family enforces this rule. Labs are smart, but they can get confused if the rules keep changing. It's like trying to play a game where the rules change every 5 minutes. Not fun for anyone. One important thing to remember is to start training early. Puppyhood is the perfect time to lay the foundation for good behavior. But don't worry if you've adopted an older lab. These dogs are lifelong learners. You can absolutely teach an old dog new tricks. Focus on positive reinforcement. Reward good behavior with treats, praise, and lots of love. Ignore or redirect unwanted behavior. It's like being a cheerleader for your dog. The more you celebrate their successes, the more they'll want to succeed. Before you know it, you'll have a well-behaved, happy lab who's always ready to show off their latest trick. Section 7. Keeping your lab healthy and happy. Exercise needs. Let's talk about keeping your Labrador fit and fabulous. These dogs are the athletes of the canine world. They've got energy to spare, and they need plenty of exercise to stay happy and healthy. Think of them as furry personal trainers, always ready to get you off the couch and into action. It's like having a gym membership that comes with a wagging tail and slobbery kisses. So, how much exercise does a lab need? Well, adult labs should get at least an hour of good, solid exercise every day. And when I say exercise, I don't just mean a leisurely stroll around the block. These dogs need activities that will challenge them both physically and mentally. Think brisk walks, jogging, swimming, or playing fetch. It's like they have an internal battery that needs to be drained daily. If you don't provide enough exercise, that energy has to go somewhere. And trust me, you'd rather have it spent on a run than on redecorating your living room. Now, here's the cool thing about labs. They're up for almost any kind of activity. They excel at dog sports like agility, flyball, and dock diving. They love to swim. Remember those webbed toes we talked about? They're great jogging companions. And don't even get me started on their love for playing fetch. Seriously, they could play fetch until the cows come home, then play some more with the cows. The key is to mix it up. Variety keeps things interesting for both you and your lab. But remember, exercise isn't just about physical activity. Labs need mental stimulation too. Puzzle toys, training sessions, and nosework games are great ways to keep their minds sharp. It's like giving them a crossword puzzle, but way more fun. And here's a pro tip. A tired lab is a good lab. Regular exercise not only keeps them physically fit, but also helps prevent behavior problems that can stem from boredom or excess energy. So lace up those sneakers, grab that leash, and get moving with your lab. Your furry friend will thank you, and you might just end up in the best shape of your life. Section 8. Health Matters, Common Issues and Lifespan. All right, let's get serious for a moment and talk about Labrador health. Now, don't worry, Labs are generally healthy dogs, but like all breeds, they can be prone to certain health issues. It's kind of like how some families have a history of certain conditions. Knowing about these potential problems can help you keep your lab healthy and happy for years to come. Think of it as a cheat sheet for being the best lab parent you can be. One common issue in labs is hip and elbow dysplasia. These are joint problems that can cause pain and lameness. It's like having a wonky door hinge, but in their hips or elbows. Another thing to watch out for is eye problems. Progressive retinal atrophy, PRA, and cataracts can affect labs. Regular checkups with your vet can help catch these issues early. It's like getting your own eyes checked. Prevention is key. Labs are also known for their love of food. While this makes them easy to train, it can lead to obesity if you're not careful. An overweight lab is at risk for all sorts of health problems, from diabetes to joint issues. It's like trying to run a marathon while carrying a backpack full of rocks. Not fun and not healthy. So, keep an eye on that waistline and resist those puppy dog eyes when they beg for extra treats. Now, let's talk about lifespan. On average, labs live about 10 to 12 years. That's a good long time, but of course we always wish it could be longer. The key to helping your lab live a long, healthy life is regular vet checkups, a balanced diet, plenty of exercise, and lots of love. It's like maintaining a car. Regular tune-ups keep everything running smoothly and extend its life. So, give your lab the best care you can, and you'll have a loyal, loving companion for many wonderful years.